Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hey dude, what you doing here? I'm taking your video and making it my own. Cheating in design is the next big thing. So today's video is all about how cheating in design can help you become a better designer. I'm a self-taught designer, so some of these methods are very important for me. I'm going to divide this video into two important parts. The first part is where I show you the ethical methods of cheating or stealing in design and how it will benefit you. The second portion of the video will be where I explain to you what you should avoid. Regardless of what people tell you, I feel there are certain things that should be avoided if you want to build a good name for yourself, if you want to build real skill. So let's get into ethical cheating. Easiest form of ethical cheating is called patterns. Studying certain patterns of both UX and UI can literally transform the way you design. Patterns in any case, whether it be design or any other field, is a tried and tested method of doing something. In design, it's a way to do research. It's a certain kind of design process. And one that you guys know the most of are UI design patterns. But one thing that I see a lot of people lacking in is UI design. And that can easily be fixed. If UX is strong but you throw UI in the bin, it won't work out. UI needs to support UX equally. There is a website called mobbin.design, and it essentially bridges the gap between UX design and UI design. It helps you understand how a user interface element can do something that is essential for your users. For example, you are building a cab sharing app. On Mobbin, there is a search feature which allows you to search for anything. In this case, it would be Uber or Lyft. You search for Uber and you find a multitude of screens pop up. A major problem statement for Uber is to get a person to a certain destination. So searching for a location is very important in Uber. You can find patterns for searching for a location on Mobbin, so you can understand how an app like Uber solves this problem. If you have an idea of an application or there is a problem statement you need to solve, you can find patterns for all these problem statements and then come up with something valuable and something that works for your users. Taking someone else's solution and putting it into your own problem can often be a great way to move ahead. Alternatively, you can always take a UI kit. There are a bunch of UI kits for XD, Sketch, Figma. You can pick them up and you can see how those UI kits have done it. That way you don't have to design everything from scratch. You can just pick up the solutions and utilize it on your own. UX patterns are completely different. There are a couple of websites where you can find UX patterns, how companies perform UX activities, but I think the most efficient way is to go to Figma community tab, and there you'll find a ton of things from different companies, different organizations. You'll find a ton of resources where you can actually find templates for doing user research, personas, empathy, and so much more. Another great way to steal is to steal ideas. Now, stealing shouldn't just be from organizations and products. One should also know how to steal from the users. Oftentimes, users have such brilliant ideas, but they give it out publicly. So it's not completely unethical if you just take an idea a user has given and utilize it on your own. Of course, if you are honoring that person, that is always a bonus. For this, you have to do something that we call hunting for user feedback. Now, in courses and books, they'll never tell you this one little trick. Go to Play Store or App Store, open the reviews section, and I bet you'll find a lot of people telling you how you can make your app better. The best way to do this is find certain keywords and search by those keywords in those reviews. If you find a ton of reviews which say the same thing, make sure you utilize that in your application. Alright, so let's take an example of a food ordering application. Something like Swiggy, Zomato, DoorDash, all these utilize the same principle of ordering food. Go to any of their Play Store or App Store reviews, and what do you find? A bunch of ideas that you can pick up from and maybe make your own application. This also helps you understand what users of different applications are wanting. So if you want to get ahead of a certain product, if you want to create a better version of those products, This can be very helpful. A great known example of this is how Instagram utilized Reels. Once TikTok got banned in various countries, especially India, Instagram knew there was such a huge market for these short video or TikTok-like videos. If I put both TikTok and Reels side by side, you feel it's the same application, just redesigned a little. Again, is this stealing? No. Can they take them to court? Yes. Of course, you can take people to court for anything, even if no crime has been committed. Another aspect of ethical stealing is what you guys will resonate with. It's called ethical stealing of resources. Resources in design are so important. We need to put that pop in design, and to bring that pop into design, using premium resources is not always affordable for beginners, for personal use, or even small organizations. There are certain resources that you find and they immediately mesmerize you. You want to use them in your application. Go to their terms of service, and in a lot of cases, you will find a certain tag. The moment you see free for personal use, get on it. In a lot of cases, you can't download each and every resource, but what you can do is just pick an image or a cutout or a screenshot of those resources. Make sure there's no legality against it. Once that is done, you can just copy and paste anything you like in your designs. Do not use it in commercial projects where you're making it for a client, whether you're making it to go live on the Play Store or App Store. Make sure you buy those resources and pay the premium. There is one secret key which I have used personally. I will be giving an affiliate link to an application called AppSumo. It allows you to get the premium version of certain applications at a much lower cost. So it's basically like a deal application. You can get brilliant deals on some paid applications on some very good days. Again, I'll have a link to the affiliate. If you use that affiliate link, you will be directly helping and supporting this channel. There are a bunch of companies which are literally giving the way they work, their work ethic, their design process, their UX resources, all for free publicly. One such resource is Spotify's entire UX process, entire UX library available for the public. I'll give a link for that, but I was super impressed because Spotify is literally doing this for the designers of the world. If you want to have a certain design process, but you don't know where to start from, this can be a great resource. Again, it's telling you to steal this from them. They're literally putting their entire process, their secret behind an amazing product like Spotify in the palm of your hand. So they're literally saying, come steal it from us. I really appreciate certain companies like this, and I would really appreciate if you keep stealing ethical. Now, unethical stealing exists everywhere. A great example of unethical stealing, which happens a lot to a lot of people, is when a client literally asks you for a product or a project. You make that product, you create that product, but all of a sudden, he takes that design, runs away, never pays you for your money. Another form of unethical cheating is when you know that another company cannot sue you, so you steal their design and run away with it. One example of this is MX Takatak. MX Takatak is a company here in India which literally rips off TikTok's entire design, uses it for their own, and they literally have the same colors. I don't feel bad for TikTok. I feel bad for the designers who worked hard on creating a product which literally went viral. Alright guys, so that was it for today's video. I make such content every Monday and Thursday. So if you want to keep up with the videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also click on the bell icon, otherwise you might miss my videos. There's a video up here which I think you'd like also. And of course, if you click on my face, it'll allow you to subscribe to the channel, which you should. I'll see you again, same time, same place. Until next time, stay safe. God bless.